Hi, I'm Sergeant Shona Mitchell, and I am here with Dave Howard and Nigel Lawrence from Standup for Vets and the Canadian Legacy Project, and I'm just going to ask them a few questions about this initiative. Gents, tell me, because both of you have a connection to this.
Yeah.
Why this project? Why Standup for Vets?
Well, I think Standup for Vets as a whole, I mean, what we're trying to do is bring the military, veteran, first responders community together. It's fragmented, we're not working together, and we need to. I mean, together we're stronger, and, you know, Remembrance Week can be tough. And we bring in Nigel, his team, the amazing comedians, and what we're able to do is offer a little bit of laughter, bring people together, get them networking together, and that's what this whole thing's about. It's just celebrating those who serve, but at the same time, the charities that are supporting that groups is getting them to work together.
And what drew you to this, Nigel?
Dave.
Dave? You two have known each other a long time. Is there a story behind that?
Well, no, I've done events with Dave for years, and he mentioned his charity to me, and we were talking about it, and he was like, I want to do kind of some kind of maybe a comedy thing and whatever, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to get involved and do something like that. And so Dave was the one that was my whole, I would have known nothing about this if it wasn't for Dave. And then I was like, yeah, I'm happy to reach out to my friends, and of course, when you mention this charity, these events to other comics, they immediately want to get involved, and so it's a pretty easy sell.
I think he's completely underselling himself, quite frankly. I mean,
well, I always do.
well,
yeah.
But Nigel, I mean, Nigel's an incredible comedian. He's opened for us for Seth Meyers. He's opened for us. He's opening us for Martin Short. But he's asked his friends, other comedians, to come and do the show, and you know they're doing us a favor, they're doing him a favor, and so it's a big deal for them to come. But really, when they're here, they realize the importance of it. And I mean, how could you say no?
Do either of you have a military connection that drew you to this?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I started Canadian Legacy Project 26 years ago. I founded the Homes for Heroes Foundation, building tiny homes for homeless vets. My grandfather was a vet, and he was in the Navy, and he came away from shell shock and was an alcoholic and a lot of trouble. He suffered, and he did some things within our family that we're certainly not proud of, but when I reconnected with him, as I saw it was a broken man, and I said, why aren't you going out for help? And he said, because that's for women and children. So no matter how bad it got for him, he believed that what was available as a support was not for him. And that hit me hard. I was like, this is somebody that stood on guard for our country, and he's too proud to go ask for help. So that turned me into creating the charities. And yeah, it's just important what all of you are doing for us. And I'm not sure that I'm a bit of a coward. I don't think I could do this, to be honest.
Yeah.
But what you're doing with Canadian Legacy Project and Homes for Heroes is absolutely amazing for the veteran community.
Yeah. Homes for Heroes was really what sold it for me. I mean, that was one of the big, because I mean, living in Los Angeles and seeing the VAs and the homeless encampments and just how they were handling it in America was just wrong, and it was so mishandled and awful. And then when we started talking about that, I was like, well, it's a no-brainer. That just makes sense. You're covering all the bases. You're providing the tools that people need. You're not just housing somebody. You're giving them the tools they need to get out of their situation. And so that to me was I was like, that's something I'd love to be a part of.
Tonight it's about comedy. It's about having fun. It's Remembrance Week. It's tough on people. And so if we can offer, not me, but Nigel and his team offering just a little bit of fun, then I think we're doing something.
And it was a fun and fantastic show. I have a question for Nigel from a Canadian perspective. What kind of jokes hit the best?
Well, I mean, you were at the show. It's sort of all over. I mean, I think everybody here is here for a great time, and they're a great audience, and they're really receptive. So I don't think it really. I think everybody sort of tries to work in a little bit of stuff that's maybe relative to first responders or military or whatever. But I think for the most part, it's, everybody's just here to have a good time. The comedians are just doing, the things that they think are fun, are going to be uplifting, and just to have a great show.
Thank you so much for this, gents.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for your service. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.